Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today to talk about the new Hellfire Club coming into Marvel Strike Force now that there was a Strike Spot video yesterday detailing what exactly is coming into the game. So I just wanted to get this information to you guys. Now, it would have been ideal to actually read it through the blog, but surprisingly enough, they didn't actually summarize this in a blog post yet. So I suspect that's probably in the works for this week. And likely making the announcement yesterday. You'll probably see it today or tomorrow, but just wanted to get this information to you guys as soon as possible, especially for those of you that don't watch the Strike Spot videos or maybe follow some of the other content creators. Well, make sure you check them out as well. Now, guys, Hellfire Club, who are the 5 members? Well, again, we don't have them actually in the game, so I'll just go through some of the reworks as well as the character representations here. But we saw this kind of teased already in some of the Easter eggs from the current multiversal events, but Emma Frost, Madelyne Pryor, both getting reworks to their original kits. Either stat reworks or original kits. I say stats because Emma Frost's kit is very interesting. They love what they've done, so there's actually not going to be anything that changes with her overall. She's just a very powerful character already, but statistically, she's going to be brought up to speed back into the meta, so that's really, really cool. Madelyne Pryor. Most of her war defense abilities now apparently will be in all game mode, so it's really awesome. Her passive and focus damage stat boost will also be moved from her passive to the base stats for Marauder. So overall, she's just going to get a better modern rework in terms of just being more plug and play and usable in other game modes. And again, very similar to Emma, she is also going to be getting a significant stat boost there. That leaves now the 3 characters that I want to talk about real quickly, being Rachel Summers, Aazo, as well as Sebastian Shaw. We saw this already kind of teased in the silhouette, but what's really, really cool about this team is that not only are they all part of the new Hellfire Club, but they're doing something a little different from what we've seen with past character additions and reworks, which is they're also including them into other separate teams. So again, Rachel Summers not in the game, but she is the daughter of Jean Grey, so I'm just going to use her as a representation here. And what's cool is Rachel Summers, she is going to be joining the Immortal X-Men team as well. She's getting the tag, so there's going to be some synergies and callouts. Anytime that you do see, obviously, with her also being classified as a hero character, she's going to be a mutant blaster. So anytime we do see that there's a reference or nod to Immortal X-Men in any of the kit references here from the synergies, that's also going to be applying to Rachel, which I think is really, really cool. She's going to be adding an extra extra edge in offense, especially if you want to slot in another character out. They also made a note that if you are going to bring in a character like Rachel with her on-spawn turn meter, that's not going to be double dipping with Cable. So the joke they made was that there can only be 1 Summers on the team because Cable obviously is the brother of Rachel as well. So, really cool kind of nod there, but as well at the same time, they need to control and make sure they limit that. Aazo. So I'm going to use Nightcrawler here as a reference because they did say that Azazel's kit is very, very similar to Nightcrawler. And the special attacks actually attack all the targets, which is very similar to what Nightcrawler's kit is. But what's interesting with Aazo is that he's also going to have the potential here to be classified as an accursed team member, adding a little bit of extra drain to the opportunity for the accursed team. So if you're feeling that they have a lack of offense, energy regeneration, Azazel's going to have a little bit of that added into the kit overall in addition to the drain. And what's really cool is that having him as a Hellfire Club member and being dual tagging a curse, this is going to give further value, especially with both of these teams having some way, shape, or form in raid value as well as crucible value now. So that's really awesome to see that. We haven't seen that in quite some time, guys. So again, we have Rachel Summers being already a raid team intentionally with this mutant raid. And getting value with Immortal X-Men, which is Crucible value. Aazo also getting Crucible value. As I mentioned earlier, Madelyne Pryor was originally a War character. She's also going to have value in War. So what I like about everything they've done here is the fact that they can actually double dip in a lot of different game modes. So when you build up this team, even though they're intended for raids, you're going to get value in other game modes, which is really, really cool. And especially having this more recent character additions, it's going to actually add a different spin. And now it kind of creates the possibility of better reworks in the future and character additions because there's now the opportunity for them to be included into different teams, which I really like. It kind of changes the dynamic of what you would expect with a character addition into the game. Now, the downside, guys, is like, as I mentioned, Nightcrawler being a Aazo representation. The downside is that with a new character in the team, there's likely going to be a character out. And they did actually reference Mordo likely being replaced as that accursed team member. So it sucks for me because I actually brought up Mordo already as part of my Cosmic Villains for Age of X. So if you guys are watching this beforehand, Avoid Mortal. Do not build him up because Aazo is completely intentionally planned to replace Mortal on the Accursed team. But as well, remember, this is going to be the go-to team for the next mutant raids that are coming. It remains to be seen, though, if we're getting new Spotlight raids or if we're getting new Chaotic Storm raids. If I had to suspect either one, I mean, to be honest, they're both actually pretty easy right now from our daily progression, right? Most, top raid alliances are doing 100% for both versions. I will say, however, it's been quite some time since we've had a new Spotlight raid. So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but at the same time, the Chaotic Storm Omega raids are easy as well. Everyone's doing 100%. So I'm pro either or for whichever one gets replaced. Either way, we're going to have some value, but that's kind of what to look out for, guys, here. So, and as for you guys, planning in advance here for the Age of X progression, just keep in mind, I do like the mixture here of this new Hellfire Club because they're kind of a range of everywhere. There's a couple of global heroes like, with Rachel Summers. We have Emma Frost, Madelyne Pryor, which can also be used. I think Madelyne Pryor is actually a really good value now that she's got statistically reworked significantly, and I believe she's a global villain. And then Aazo is also a cosmic villain, while Sebastian Shaw is a global villain. So lots of value to be had, and you can actually use that towards your Age of X progression here as well. So really, really cool stuff, guys. So do let me know what you think. Were you happy about the reworks? Were you happy about the announcement? Let me know. I think this is definitely one of the biggest kind of team additions that we've been longing to wait for. But at the same time as well, I love what they've done with those tags because now it's given players some more versatility and agency in how they want to build their roster, which teams they want to care about. So definitely something exciting to look forward to, guys. Hope this helps. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.